Dear students, welcome to this session of video. So as a continuation to the previous one, in this particular session we shall try to learn how to draw the second view, that is the half planet top and half planet foundation for this RCC T-beam bridge, as well as the third view, that is the section through the center of pier. So before we proceed to draw the next view, I shall add something here to the previous session. So here there will be a dirt wall constructed on both sides of the your T-beam, or that is at the end of the T-beam on the abutment. So this is going to prevent the entry of embankment material coming directly in contact with the RCC structure. So I have shown here a dirt wall. I have assumed the dimensions as 0.4 meter width by 0.8 meter deep. So in the section it will be cut, therefore I have shown a masonry or the sectional symbol here, whereas in the elevation it will not be visible, therefore I have shown the things with the dotted line. In some of the problems he may mention the dimensions of the dirt wall also. In that particular case you are supposed to take the dimensions as given. So to proceed for the second view, it is necessary to take the projections of all salient points from the previous view, that is from the longitudinal elevation and the section. So here you may clearly see the projections being taken from different or the various points. I have taken the projection from the right side here, that is the concrete projection. Then this is with respect to the wing wall thickness. Then another projection from this concrete, bottom width of the abutment, top width of the abutment, inner face of the abutment. Then the concrete offset again here. These two lines are going to represent the pier, and these two lines the concrete offset on both sides, whereas here I have taken one line projection from the inner face of the abutment. The other details won't be required here, since from the top only the road will be visible. I have taken the projection of this particular point. We need to show the embankment, or this is nothing but the top of the canal. Then I have taken two more projections for the thickness of this particular wing wall here. So I have taken the continuation of this line, which is going to divide the plan into two portions. On the left we are going to draw the planet top, on the right the planet foundation. So we shall first complete the top plan. So when you look a particular RCC T-beam bridge from the top, you will be able to see the top width of the highway. Then you will be able to see the footpath which is provided on either side. Then the thickness of the parapet will be visible, whereas these wing walls which are splayed in the top of or inner face of the abutment at 45 degree. So this, and whereas and this portion of the embankment from the road level up to the top level of your canal will be visible in the top plan. So let us start now drawing the second view, that is the planet top. So I have taken a boundary line here. On either side we shall take the half of the dimensions. So you may first look here at the data. So the data for the road width is mentioned as 6 meter. So therefore I shall draw a point of 3 meter on either side. Then from this center I am drawing up to here, or you may extend beyond up to this particular line where you have taken a continuation. So up to this line also you can draw. So a faint line I am taking here. Now I am showing the another half width of the highway. So this is 6 meter. Now I shall show the footpaths of 1.2 meter width on either side. So I am taking 1.2 meter width of the footpath on the top. So footpath shall be continued only up to the parapet. So this being the parapet line, so I shall take a footpath here up to this level only. So footpath, even if you want, the same shall be standard. So better to curtail here at the parapet line. Now I shall indicate the thickness of parapet, which is given as 0.2 meter. So parapet line projection is here, so I shall draw the 0.2 meters. So this is the thickness of parapet. So now, so parapet is going to stop here. So this will be the end point of the parapet. Then we shall now draw the wing walls. So as far as the details which are given here, the details about the thickness of the wing walls and the top as well as the bottom have not been mentioned. So since we have the liberty here to assume the dimensions, we have taken the thickness of the wing wall, that is the top thickness of the wing wall, as 0.5 meter here. The same we can draw in this view also. Now I shall so this is 6.5 meter. What is this dimension from here to here, which is nothing but the difference between bed level and the road formation level or road level was 605 meters. Therefore to have 45-degree or 1:1, we have taken 6.5 meter. So from here it is the 6.5 meter, and you take another point here at a distance of 6.5 meter from this. So you will get a point here, just note that one. With the help of the scale, now you join this. So mark here the top thickness as 0.5 meter, and here also 0.5 meter already there. You join these 2 points now, which is going to indicate the top thickness of wing wall. Now this portion we are going to represent here in the top plan with the help of 0.5 meter box. So this portion, so now you have shown the splayed wing wall on one side. Now the same will be visible on the other side. Since the bottom width of the wing wall is not mentioned here, we shall assume it as 1.5 meter. Now I am taking a value of 1.5 meter here, so I have marked the 1.5 meter. So generally since the load on the wing wall is going to be 0 at the end, the same will be merged here. So I have taken this as 1.5 meters, that is the bottom width. So this line shall be drawn with a dotted line. So this bottom width shall be drawn with a dotted line. So I shall show this with a dotted line. So this indicates the bottom width. Now similarly on the top portion, so this is 6.5 meter. So from here I shall measure another 6.5 meter distance. So this is the point. So now from here we shall draw a line of which connects both the points. Now I shall, so this is the top thickness, and here also top thickness. Draw one more parallel line connecting these 2 points. So now here indicate this portion. So the top thickness of wing wall has been shown. Similarly, we shall now indicate the bottom width. So since at the beginning point there will be more load, therefore bottom width will be provided as per the given detail. Since the detail is not given, we assumed this one. So here this line again we shall demarcate with the help of a dotted line. So now we shall write this dimension here as 1.5 meter, which indicates the bottom width. Then, so this cut and ease portion of the pier will be visible, only that extended portion of the pier. Here, since he has not given any particular shape for the cut and ease water, we shall assume it as a semicircular on both the sides. To draw this, take a compass and keeping the radius as half thickness, you draw one line. I have drawn here a semicircle. Similarly, I shall draw one more semicircle here. So this is going to indicate the cut and ease water. Now, so only this projection will be visible from the top. So if you want to demarcate that concrete, a dotted line shall be again drawn with the help of a compass on the top plan, whereas with the help of a straight line in the bottom plan. Now I shall take this as a radius. Now corresponding to the concrete offset line, I shall draw a dotted line here up to this point and a straight line up to this point. Similarly, the bottom, taking the radius as this one, I shall draw a dotted line here up to the center, and whereas a straight line the other side. So up to this point we have to draw the dotted line, since it will not be visible, and whereas the other portion shall be drawn with a straight line. So this will be the projection which will be visible from the top. So now the portion of the embankment from the road level to the top of the canal bank will be visible. So it will be sloping this side and this side on the bottom. To draw this one, take this as a center and this as a radius. I shall draw a semicircular portion up to this point. Similarly, here a semicircular portion I have taken. Then this shall be continued up to this line, since we have shown the details to this particular. So the slopes are generally indicated in the plan with the help of parallel lines with decreased spacing indicating the direction of slope. So to draw these again, whatever the decrement, so this was the previous radius, now you decrease the radius by this amount and draw the corresponding lines here. So these lines shall be only carried till the parapet. So on the other side, shall try to complete this one now. Parallel lines with decreased spacing indicating the direction of slope. Corresponding semicircular lines shall be drawn. So this was the previous line. Now we shall draw some parallel lines here. So the same shall be stopped here for the parapet. So this completes the embankment. Here the width of footpath on either side shall be mentioned. So this completes the view. So as I mentioned earlier, footpath can be curtailed here to this point. So if you curtail the footpath, so this is the way just continue. Path can be curtailed up to particular point. So this shows the plan at top. Moving to the other side, when you draw the plan at foundation, we will be focusing much on the details at the bottom level. Now I shall show this concrete offset to the pier, and this will be the face of the pier, and we will be able to see the concrete offset all round. So I shall show a concrete set here. Then we shall try to draw. So this will be the length of the abutment, that is up to, what do you call it as, length of the abutment, that is from outer face of the parapet to the outer face of parapet on another side. So I shall take first the inner face of the parapet here. You should keep your drafter always parallel to the reference lines already taken. Then the top width of the abutment shall be shown with the help of a dotted line here. Since we are going to draw the planet foundation, we shall show the bottom width with a straight line. Now here I have drawn the bottom width line. Next we shall show the wing wall. Shall show the wing wall, the first outer line. We already know that this is 6.5 meter here. So from this line I shall take a measurement of 6.5 meter. So it is here. Now I shall join, since the wing wall and abutment will be constructed monolithically. So this is 6. So we are not able to find exactly 6.5 meter here due to the error in the drafter. So you need to be very careful and we have to check the accuracy, or sometimes frequently we have to keep our drafter parallel to the sheet. So we have drawn the line here which is showing the outer face of the wing wall. We shall now try to draw here. So I shall make a correction here with respect to the reference line. So I shall just try to once again project, so it shall exactly coincide here. Now it is correct. Now I shall take the bottom width of the the bottom width of wing wall. We have taken it as 1.5 meter. So now I am marking a point of 1.5 meter here on both the sides. It's 1.5 meter. We will complete this 0.5 meter portion. This is 0.5 meter, 0.5 meter, and zero 0.5 meter line here. Similarly 0.5 on the other end. So we shall now demarcate or mark the top width of the wing wall. So as we know that top width is 0.5 meter. Now I am marking 0.5 meter dimension on both the sides. Since we are drawing a planet foundation, this top width line shall be drawn with a dotted line. Now I have completed drawing the top width line for the wing walls, the dotted line, since from the foundation or the bottom level the top width will not be visible. Now we shall draw the bottom width. So the bottom width at the junction of abutment is 1.5 meter and it is going to be reduced to 0.5 meter at the end. Since at the end the pressure is going to reduce to the zero, accordingly to achieve the economy the thickness will also be curtailed or reduced. So we have completed drawing the top width as well as the, so since it is constructed monolithically, you can join this one, that is the bottom width of wing wall and bottom width of abutment. I am joining this. So this completes the abutment and wing wall at foundation level. Then we shall mark the concrete for this one. So I am drawing a concrete line here. So once again, to avoid this kind of errors, you can set your drafter to the reference lines. Okay, to draw the parallel line here for a thickness of 3 mm, since the offset 3 mm, you can just take a 3 mm point here and 3 mm here. Then you can draw a parallel line to the abutment corresponding, so or which indicates the concrete. So to avoid the errors, okay, generally, so this is showing more here. Once again we will check this one, or else to this you take a perpendicular distance or keep your drafter parallel to this line first, then you demarcate a distance of 3 mm. So then you draw the concrete offset. So this will be the correct, right? Similarly, we shall keep our drafter parallel to this. Then we can take a 3 mm distance showing the concrete offset here. So we have drawn the concrete offset here. So let us complete this concrete offset on all the sides of the abutment. So here also, so from here again we need to take 3 mm. This is 3 mm line. On the other side it is already available, the same line shall be brought down. So here we have a offset line 3 mm, can bring it down. So on this side we already have foundation line. Now keep the drafter parallel to the another face of the wing wall, then demarcate 3 mm, or you draw a 3 mm up to here. Similarly, the other side, keep your drafter parallel to this line, mark a 3 mm or your 30 centimeter up to this line, then set back the drafter to the normal position. Join this now. So now we have completed drawing the concrete offset to the wing wall as well as the abutment. The same shall be shown here. Now I am showing the concrete offset on the circumference of abutment and wing wall which have been constructed monolithically. So since we are drawing here in the bottom plan or the foundation plan, shall show now the 45-degree hatching of masonry for the abutment as well as the wing wall. So let us complete first the wing wall portion. So this spacing shall be maintained uniformly to enhance the neatness of the drawing. So you can continue these lines to here wherever possible. So we have completed hatching this portion. Similarly, we will complete the hatching of the pier portion here, which will also be visible from the visible at the foundation level. So with this we have completed drawing the second view, that is, shall write here the name of the view. It is half plan at top and half plan at foundation. And it is important now to do the detailing with this. So all the dimensions as far as possible shall be. So this is 1 meter, that is the width of pier. Here we shall try to show all the top width as well as the bottom width. So this will be the top width of abutment, which is 1.2 meter. This is the bottom width of abutment, that is 2 meter. And similarly shall try to show the thickness of wing wall, this top as well as the bottom. So if you just, this is 0.5 meter. So this 5.5 meter will be from here to inner face of the pier to the inner face of abutment. It is the each span, one span, what we call as. So bed width of the canal is from this point to, so from here to here. This is canal bed width. meters. And we need to show 1.5 meter. Already the wing wall dimensions have been shown here. So with this we have completed the second view, that is the half planet top and half planet foundation. So to begin with the third view, we need to once again set the drafter parallelly to the views already drawn, so that the errors can be minimized. So dear students, we shall now move on to draw the third view. Okay, to proceed with the third view, it is necessary to take the projections of some salient points here. So I have started taking the projections of this view onto the right. So here you can draw the third view, that is the section through the center of pier on your right, here just adjacent to this one, so that all the levels are available, or the same shall be drawn here also. So it is up to you. So I am now showing in one method of drawing this third view here adjacent to the longitudinal elevation and the section. Now I am taking the projections of this curve. So now next I am taking the projection. So this projection is with respect to the top of the wearing coat. Then this is the projection with respect to the bottom of the wearing coat. Now I am taking here a projection corresponding to the deck slab, that is 20 centimeter, 0.2 meter thick. So as per our scale it will be 2 mm. Now I am taking a projection corresponding to the bottom of the web or the T-beam, what we call. Then I am going to take a projection corresponding to the pier cap here. So pier cap as well as the top level of your bank. Then this is the projection of FSL. After that I am taking a projection of bed level here. This is the bed level. Then I shall take a projection corresponding to the thickness of the pitching or the protection work. Then I shall take another projection corresponding to the top of the bed concrete. Then the final one with respect to the bottom of the bed concrete. Before we proceed, I shall take here a boundary line or a reference in the center line, what we call it as, which will be helpful for us to fix up the dimensions. I shall first start showing the pier portion so that it will be easy for me. So total length, the total length of the pier will be equal to, so we need to focus on the plan here so that we will be able to calculate the length here. So 6 meter is the width of road on either side, 1.2 meter, 1.2 meter. If we add, it will be equal to 8.4 meter. Then 0.2 and 0.2 parapet thickness. So here we can mention also 0.2 meter here, 0.2 meter. Yeah. So totally it will be equal to 6 meter, 7.2, 8.4, 8.8 meters, 8.8 meter. So this 8.8 meter I am going to show equally on both the sides. So this being the top of the, so now we know that the top of pier will be here. 8.8 is shown equally on both the sides, that is 4.4 this side and 4.4 on the other side. The pier will be up to the top of the concrete and then up to the top of the concrete. So this much, this I have taken from the dimensions here from the planet top. So this is 8.8 meter. Then I shall show the pier cap. So pier cap has a projection of 10 centimeter on either side. So I have taken 10 centimeter projection here. Then I have shown the pier cap. Then I shall draw this line to clearly indicate the pier cap. Now I show the pier cap. Then I shall show the foundation or the bed concrete. So bed concrete has a projection of 300 mm or 30 centimeters here. I have taken the 30 centimeter projection on either side. Then I am drawing the bed concrete. So I completed the bed concrete for the pier. Now above this pier cap, RCC T beams are there. So here the number of beams is mentioned as 5 numbers and the spacing is given as 1.6 meter center to center. First I shall fix the first beam here. So the dimension of the T beam is 0.4 meter width and 0.8 meter height. So height is already there by the projection. So I shall fix 0.4 meter width here. So from this center line, 200 mm on either side or 0.2 meter. So this will be the first T beam. So we have to show equally on the so this is the web of first T beam. Then from the center we shall mark 1.6 meter one beam, 3.2 meter, that is 1.6 plus 1.6 3.2. So this will be the center of two beams. Similarly on this side, since there are 5 numbers of beams, one shall be shown at the center, 2 on the right side, 2 on the left side. Similarly, so from here you take 3.2, so one will be at 1.6, another will be at 1.6. So these are the centers. So for these centers you draw the equal thickness on either side. So 200 mm on this side, 200 mm on another side. Similarly 200 mm or 20 centimeter on both the sides. I completed 3 beams. Similarly I shall mark first the 200 and 200 mm thickness on either side of the center point of the remaining 2 beams. I completed the 4th one. Coming to the last one, shall mark the thickness equally on both the sides of the center point which is already taken. So I have completed all the 5 T beams. So now we shall draw the flange or the deck slab. So it will be up to this line. So we shall take a reference just with a faint line. Now I shall connect all the T beams with the flanges. T beam is a beam which is constructed elliptically with web and the flange. So here we are calling that as a deck slab here, which is nothing but the flange. So that I am going to complete here now. So just close this. So this becomes the RCC T beam is completed now. Now over this, now we shall extend this line. This is nothing but the outer face of the parapet up to the top. Then you mention the thickness here or show the thickness 2 mm or that is 0.2 meter. You take this up to the top of this curve. I am taking up to the top of curve. So this will be the parapet. You take up to the curve. Then we have to show the 1.2 meter width. So from here 1.2 meter you show. So 1.2 meter you show the curve now. So you just from here also again the reference line you draw 1.2 meter, then you join here this is the footpath on both the sides. And now this wearing coat shall be shown with little camber here. Within 1 mm it is quite difficult to show the camber, but still we need to show a little camber. So this is the wearing coat I have shown. Now just distinguish this wearing coat, symbolic representation here, right? Then you show a concrete distinct layer for the pier cap. Then we shall show this RCC T-beam concrete. So we have completed showing that one. Now we shall show the bed concrete marking here, since it is a section. We have shown this one. Then shall show this protection work on either side for some length. Okay. Then the wing wall on either side, these two wing walls, when you look from this side, the outer line will be visible here, which is projecting from the top of the road level. This is the top of road level, and here it is the top of the road level. From here again you take a distance of 6.5 meter, you join these two points. So this point has to be joined with the top of road level. Similarly here you take 6.5 meter, so I am at 10, 16.5 will be my distance. So this is your road level or road top. So this is nothing but the wing wall, which will be visible in elevation or line of the splay of the wing walls. Then this is 1:1 we have taken. So we need to show another embankment projection, that is this embankment or the embankment of the road starting from the road level to the top of the canal bank, which need to be shown here. So the canal bank is given as 304.5 meter and road level is mentioned as 306.5 meter, the difference of which will be 2 meters. So these are the two levels. This is the FSL. And this is the road level. So from here 2 meter, this is a road level. So it's a 2 meter. Generally embankments will be constructed with a slope of 1.5:1. So therefore you take 3 meter from here, and similarly 3 meter on another side. Then join this line. So this is going to show the embankment line, and similarly on the other side. Now we have shown the embankments. Okay, then we shall show in the cross section the protection work. I am taking a continuous line here. So for this portion you have to show the protection work, so which is in the form of a pitching. So we shall mention here the levels or the slopes. So this we have taken as 1:1, or this is nothing but the slope of your wing wall. 45 degrees is nothing but. So then for this bank embankment we have taken 1.5 is to 1. So this is 1.5, this is 1. Now we shall set our drafter to 45 degree to show the masonry hatching for this entire portion of pier, since we have taken the section through the center of pier. So show the masonry hatching at 45 degree inclination for the entire portion of this pier, and try to maintain these spacings uniform so that the neatness of the drawing is enhanced. Now we have completed drawing the third view. So here we shall now show the details such as the thickness of parapet, width of footpath on either side, and the road width. Okay, so 6 meter is the road width. Even if you measure, it should be exactly 6. It is there, so as minor errors due to the projections may appear here. So it is exactly 6.2 meter. So this is 1.2 meter footpath on either side. Then this is 0.2 meter thick parapet and 0.2 meter thick parapet on both sides. Then thickness of the bed concrete is 0.3 meter. Here we have shown. So these are some of the important data. So this is your FSL. This completes drawing the third view. So that is cross section through center of pier. So this is the third view. So with this we have completed drawing all the three views, and you can now take a look at all the three views single. Thank you for watching.